Jose wants to know which barefoot shoes I recommend for every single day in summer. So I've sat down and found out the 5 best barefoot shoes for every summer occasion. We're going to be starting in the office and finishing in the hills, and I bet the very first choice is going to surprise you, because if you work in an office, you absolutely, unequivocally need a pair of custom gym green barefoot Ranger boots. They've got 0 drop, they've got a great toe box and a flexible 8mm sole, but importantly, the upper has that very traditional look that pairs really well with chinos or jeans for that relaxed office style. They've got a full leather construction, so they're only going to look better with age, and given that they were made for rangers in Africa, they're gonna cope really well whatever climate you're in. And for every single 10 pairs sold, Gym Green donates a pair to an African ranger, which I personally think is a really nice touch. That said, for the office, I don't think these or any option is perfect, so to really get them to blend in, I would strongly recommend giving them a really good polish and also buying some waxed laces, as the ones that come with these boots straight out the factory, they do look a little bit backcountry, but for $200 US or 160 pounds, I think they look great, and with the resoleability that most barefoot shoes lack, they are going to last a lifetime. Shoe number 2 is for the streets, specifically wandering around, going to restaurants, going to bars, so it has to be stylish. It's got to be comfortable, and there's one shoe that absolutely nails that brief right now, which is the undeniably good-looking Gobi sneaker from VivoBarefoot. Now, I love the Gobi ankle boots, and they're a fantastic option if you're going to be going somewhere slightly more dressy, but for a casual night out with friends, I think these sneakers just look so good. I personally really like the neutral colorways that they've used, and obviously being from VivoBarefoot, the quality is just absolutely top notch. It's way up there, and a really good example of that is that the upper and the lining for these shoes are made from something called metal-free cow leather. And honestly, before this video, I had no idea what that was. I had to Google it. But it's important because apparently it's a more sustainable process that favors vegetable tanning over the more common chrome tanning. And they use that level of detail right the way through these shoes, right the way from the organic cotton laces to the 3.7mm sole, that coupled with the looks just make this shoe such a clear winner in this category. Speaking of winners, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to press that like and subscribe button. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away $1,000 US worth of barefoot shoes, and you've got to be in it to win it. So support the channel and hit that little red button. Shoe number 3 is what I'm going to call a summer lifestyle choice. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to have a pair of very minimal fuss kick around shoes that I can slip on and off when I need to run down to the shops or jump in my car or go down to the gym. Just a really casual but also kind of cool do anything option. And even though I've only just started wearing these, the Lono Flow is already doing such a good job of being that shoe. Now, a lot of the shoes on this list are expensive because I like to prioritize a mix of style and quality and sustainability. But even though these only come in at $76 US or 60 pounds, making them the most affordable shoe on the list, they haven't sacrificed on any of those elements. I think these look really good. All of the components do feel really premium, and they're almost completely biodegradable. The woven upper up here is ridiculously comfortable, and you can so easily just slip them on and off with one hand. Plus, they have also got some really nice touches, like being able to wear them completely barefoot. They're also fully machine washable, so they won't get that stank. The only drawback to these shoes for me is that the soles are 6mm thick, and that's before accounting for the insole. Now, I'm a little bit special with ground feel. It's one of those things that I really like. And if you're the same as me, then you might want to check out the more expensive but thinner Primus lights from VivoBarefoot. But if you don't mind that, or if you're looking at getting started in barefoot shoes, then these are going to be a brilliant option, and they're definitely going to wipe the floor with other barefoot shoes like the Whitted. So if you're going to be taking a punt on a new shoe brand, it would be this one, it'd be Lono. And if you want to learn more about the Flow, then check out this first review video I did up here. Shoe number 4 is the summer day trip special, when you're loading up the car or you're jumping on the train and you're heading out to some nature for a walk with the family, or maybe you're going on an overnight camping trip. And for that, I honestly do not think that there is a better summer option than the Primus Trail from VivoBarefoot, specifically this iteration of the Primus Trail, which is the Primus Trail Knit FG, which is this firm ground sole, and it comes in at $175 US, which is 140 Great British pounds. Now, I will admit the name might not sound very sexy, but I rave about these shoes a lot because they're just so adaptable. They are so good at being used in so many different situations and environments. They're also incredibly robust, which is insanely impressive for a shoe with one of the thinnest soles available on the market. And just to give you an idea of that, I've owned one of these pairs for 3 years now, and I wear them anywhere and everywhere that you can imagine, to the gym, up mountains, around town, and I think that they're still in pretty amazing shape. In fact, the only thing that's managed to damage these shoes is my dog. If they do get dirty, I just toss them in the washing machine and they come out pretty much as good as new. The soles on these are also only 4mm thick, so you do get an incredible amount of ground feel when you're moving across different terrains and different surfaces when you're out in nature. But they're also very puncture resistant, so no matter where you end up going, you don't have to stress about getting impaled by a thorn or anything else. Vivo has also taken that a step further, don't know if you can make it out just here, by combining this very breathable knitted material here with reinforcement around key impact areas like here, around the toe, and also on the sides and the heel as well. And the reason that I specifically like the firm ground, the FG sole over the SG or soft ground sole, is mainly because of its versatility. The difference is when you step off the trail, the SG tread wears down much faster, so the big difference for me is in durability. The final shoe is perfect for when that out of office comes on long term and you get to go with your mates out into nature, maybe for a week-long hiking or camping or fishing trip, where you're going to be covering a bit of distance and you're also going to be getting in and amongst it, or you're just going to be going somewhere that you do need a bit more grip, you need a bit more protection. And that shoe is the Magnalite WRSG, or the water resistant soft ground from VivoBarefoot. Now, these do come in at the very top end of our pricing spectrum at $230 US, 180 pounds, which makes them the most expensive shoes on our list today. And given Vivo markets these as a fast hiking boot, they might not seem like the most obvious choice, but the big thing that I take away from wearing these is versatility. Now, unlike lots of the other shoes that I feature in this video, these ones use a water-resistant textile from the upper so they can stand up to colder, wetter conditions without sacrificing the breathability that you want in summer, which makes them very versatile and perfect for multi-day adventures where you're never quite sure what nature's going to be throwing at you that day, and you don't really want to be bringing multiple pairs of shoes along with you. Personally, I think they look really good, particularly in this trench coat colorway, and like the Gobi and like every other VivoBarefoot shoe, you're going to get the quality that you pay for. They do use that SG sole that we were just talking about with the Primus Trails, but as long as you're using them where they're supposed to be used, which is on or off trail in nature, those 2.5mm soles with 5mm lugs are going to be giving you an insane amount of grip and ground feel. I'd definitely say these are one of my favorite year-round boots. I'd love to know what you think of my selection in the comments section down below this video, and if you're looking for my best beginner picks, check out this video up here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.